Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well today, and I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about how I overcome my childhood traumas, and I want to share with you 3 techniques which help me to get rid of all my uh, psychic problems and set me free. And now I am happy, self accepted, and feel a lot of joy. I hope it will be useful to you. So in one of my videos, I talked about the impact of our parents in our life. And this will be a kind of continuous to that video. And I will share something that I've learned from the books and something that I personally experience in my life. So as you know, our social evolution goes through different changes and transformations, and that impacts our personal life and our family lives. So our parents got influenced by their environment and their parents, and not everybody is lucky to have psychologically healthy parents, self-sufficient in all aspects, emotional, intellectual, financial. And majority of us go through different struggles in our childhood. And that may be because our parents have very unhealthy relationship, or somebody of them may be alcoholic or drug addicted, or maybe they divorce, or maybe somebody they cheat on each other, or our mother or our father, maybe they left us when we were little. And all these traumas, we absorb them. They impact us very deeply at our emotional levels. And we may feel unloved, uncherished, unwanted. We may feel that guilty that our parents are not happy because of us. And sometimes it will be a lot of control, manipulation. It can be abuse, emotional abuse from our parents. It could be psychological abuse, physical abuse, or financial abuse. And all of these traumas make us suffer, and sometimes we get into depression. And there are a lot of children or teenagers who feel that way, and even at school or in the society, their friends, they could be bullied as well. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people or young people who don't resist that, and they commit suicides. And the ones who do not commit suicide but going through that, something is changing within themselves, so with their feelings, emotions, or perception about themselves, first of all, and about the world they interact with. So what changes can happen? It could be at emotional level that we choose to frozen our feelings. We choose not to identify ourselves with feelings of love or humility or pain, and that process is like an armor around us which just don't allow the emotions come to us and cause any kind of feelings or emotions. Um, Also, it can feel that we get defensive, and we react to everything what is happening. And if frozen emotions, it could be more familiar for women. Getting defensive is for boys or for men because they try to protect themselves and not to expose their true feelings and emotions. And we don't love ourselves. We just create masks, and we are afraid to open up to the world. And even for ourselves, we are afraid of our feelings and emotions. And what are the consequences when we get adults going through all these emotions, feelings, and traumas? The consequences are that we have different qualities of our relationships at work, at school, with our life partners, with our children, even with our parents. So, in which way it is manifesting? Because we don't love our truly and understand, and we don't love ourselves, we don't know how to create boundaries or how to differentiate a healthy from an unhealthy relationship. And I will give an example from a female point of view. For example, a young lady, she could be nice, beautiful, and attractive, but and a lot of young men would like to uh, date her, and they are kind and open to her, but she is not she can't resonate with this kind of behavior, kind behavior. And the more kind is the man, the more rejection and bored she gets. She is not interested. It doesn't make her excited, feel excitement in this kind of relationship. But what excites her is actually something that triggers her deep and painful emotions. And very often, this kind of women get into an unhealthy relationship with narcissists, with manipulative people. And they feel pain, and that pain awaken her deep feelings, which are frozen deep inside herself. And anytime these feelings are triggered, she associated that with a perverted feeling of love, because in her childhood she was feeling similar pain, and she was still loving her parents, mother or father, and she being in love with her father. She feels that this kind of perverted love is something that is real love. And if you will see in the romantic books, literature, actually the love is associated with pain, which is very unhealthy and leading people to not the happiest way of feelings and relationships. So yes, so these women are attracted to people who trigger them. So women traumatized in this way from their childhood, they get into relationship with unhealthy and unavailable men who make them suffer years and years. And in this relationship, they get controlled, humiliated. They don't have self-esteem, self-love, and they don't know how to set boundaries. They get overprotected, and they want to solve other people's problem in order to get their life. In this case, to the problem of their partner, her partner. And it is a very ignorant and unconscious behavior. And if she is lucky to have enough intelligence and courage and understanding that she has a problem, she may go to a psychological therapeutical session and get to a kind of treatment and get rid of this illusion which is she living into. And also there are cases when women are so dedicated to that relationship and they still feel that they have to work it out and do their best. And it may take years till she will figure out that actually it is not their fault, and the best way is just to make a change within yourself. And if the partner is not ready to work it out and do the same change, then this relationship must be split. And but if he is aware that it requires kind of similar work from himself, equals like her work she's doing, then this couple will survive, and they may end up on having a very healthy and happy and fulfilling relationship. Okay, so for me personally in my journey, what helped, it was that I've realized at a certain moment that I have to make a change within myself and start loving myself. And how did I do that? Three things helped me, three techniques. First, it was my relationship with nature. I understood that I don't feel love as a such feeling, and all my actions were coming from my intellect. And I was very positive and high intentioned, but still I had a feeling that I don't have this deep feeling of love. So when I got into contact with nature, I started to awaken my feelings which were frozen in my childhood. And it was in the form of relaxing and letting the sounds of the nature penetrate my conscious and emotions and body. And I expose myself to natural sounds, sounds of the birds, sounds of the waves of the sea, sounds of the drops of the rain falling during the rainy weather. Also my feelings of touching feelings when you walk from the outside and it's the rain and you can feel the drops of the rain touching your skin, your face, or the wind, and all these feelings you try to feel present and be aware of this contact and interaction with the outside world. Also, the smell of flowers, the beauty of flowers, the trees in the blossom, the landscape, everything what can make you feel relaxed and waken your all senses is a therapy for us. And that helps us to feel, to get into ourselves and have awaken the feelings of ourselves, loving ourselves, how even how is we are looking, because um, we used to judge ourselves and not accepting ourselves, criticizing continuously, thinking that I'm fat or I have an irregular shape of face or body, and all this criticize is so destroying. But gradually making this change and acceptance of yourself, you feel love of yourself. Another technique is connection with people. And we do this connection by accepting them, make a service, loving and sharing our energy, positive feelings and emotions, and trying to connect with people. And they mirror back same feeling, acceptance, respect. And we grow, we develop new skills. We learn to be open and trust. and that gives a lot of energy, love towards us, and we get healed this way as well. And the third technique is spiritual practice, which we are used to practice, or maybe we have to learn or implement a certain practice which will help us to connect to ourselves and to the world and the universe. It could be by doing meditation, yoga, you know, going to church, or reading spiritual books and developing and digging inside ourselves. So all these amazing techniques are really healing, and I wanted to share them with you. And this was my journey as well. And now I feel so much loved and accepted and healthy in all aspects of my life. And there is no fear, pain, judgment, but only respect and joy and happiness. And when we feel that, we can feel and appreciate that in other people as well. And only in these circumstances we can find and develop healthy relationships with our children and with our parents and with our partners. And they mirror without telling them what to do, they just copy our feelings, state, and emotions. I hope it was useful, and my share can bring some clarity into your life. And I wish you all the best and send you much love and happiness. Bye.